All right, welcome to another episode of Big Girl's Guide to Love the podcast. I'm being joined by my nephew friend, the fabulous Sheridan Monroe,
Hello.
and we're gonna talk. How you doing, Sheridan?
I am good. I'm actually in the middle of I don't know why I didn't think about this. I'm trying to cut this on vibrate because I don't want to be making noises and it be my fault. So I'm like, let me just cut. Boom. Um, I'm great. I am off today, so I've been literally just watching TV and playing with my dogs and just enjoying life today. Like I've taken them on like 4 walks already. So
I'm gonna drop Cindy off over there because she gets let out in the backyard. So
listen, and I'm striving for. I saw this one house that I really want. It's out of my price range, but I do want. I saw this house. It's a 3 bedroom, and 2 bath. And I'm like, oh my gosh! And the backyard is. Mwah. I was like, Cyrus, I'm gonna just install one of those little dog doors, so he can just walk in and out whenever he wants to. So like, I don't have to worry about. All right, you gotta pee. Okay, come on, let's go. Like
you manifesting your house right now.
exactly,
You know what they say?
exactly.
Manifestation.
Man, right. What is I forgot his name, but the become with the he's on Instagram. I forgot his name. Or her name, sorry. Um I can't remember her name. I think it's Imani it's supposed to be a
Iyanla?
Iyanla Van Zant. It's supposed
Uh-huh.
to be a Iyanla, but it's a guy who dresses up like as her, but he's Imani, I think he's Imani Van Zant or something like that. But his whole saying is become, and he like flashes his fan. He clacks it. It's so funny. I love it.
I'm gonna have to look at it.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to become. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get
Mhm.
there.
You're doing a lot though. You've done some shows. You just got through with a show. What was that show?
In the Heights. Oh, that was such a good show. I love that show so much. I literally I could do that again. That's a show I told myself that I'm gonna go on hiatus from actually doing shows for a minute. I've been actually getting focusing on writing music now and trying to get in the studio. I'm also been um working out more. I have 2 friends that are like, "We'll help you." So like my guy friends are like, "Bro, let's do this." And so they're all trying to get in the gym. They're like, "Let's do it." I got a membership. I was like, I got a membership too, but that's okay. But they're like, if you ever want a gym buddy, like let's hang out, like let's go to the gym. So I'm trying to do that so I can manifest next year
Yeah.
and the stuff that I want to do and the projects I want to work on. So
You about to be famous. I need to look in my room and see if I have your autograph. People be laughing when I say I need to get your autograph. It's because I know, like that's something that I know
no,
about people. I
you can't
know
you can't
every
get
person I've looked at and said they gonna be something. They are something. So I already
but you
know.
can't get my autograph though, because my handwriting is you
That's
gotta
okay.
get like you gotta get just a good selfie of me. I'm gonna get a stamp that's the way my autograph should be, and I'm gonna just stamp it. People gonna be like, oh, he's so fake. I'm not. It's I can't write.
Everybody's handwriting looks like chicken scratch. I don't even think most kids today will have a signature because they didn't learn cursive. So
That
I
is
don't.
true. That
My
is
kids
true.
can't write in cursive.
That is
Not
very
really.
true. I've been writing in cursive. Well, no, not I've been. I stopped writing in cursive. I want to say maybe 7th grade. They just didn't really care about cursive anymore. Everybody started writing in print, and I kept writing in cursive because that's what I knew. And I get in trouble. Like my teachers were like, "No, you have to write in print," and I was like, "What?" And so I don't know how, but I lost it. I lost my cursive.
My
I can
handwriting
do
is
it.
a mix between print and cursive. Like it's
Yeah,
everything's connected.
yeah. That's me. That's me. Like I'll be at work writing something, and my boss is like, "You gotta pick one. Which one you want to do today? But you can't do both at the same time."
I gotta do me. I
Exactly.
I can hardly write anything. I had to fill out some forms at work last year, and I was like, by hand. can you can you email this
Yep.
to me?
Yep,
So I can type it.
that's it right there. That's me. I'm so used to autofill. Like I'm so used to just put in S and it populates Sheridan, Keaton,
Yeah.
and then my address, my phone number. I'm so used to that. So when I have to do an application in person, it makes me not even want to take the job. I'm like, I don't need it.
Why do they make you do the application and ask all your job history and then ask you for a resume? It's like, which one do you want? Because I'm not gonna type this up twice.
Well, what I do is um I have previously put in my what I'm doing. I mean, I've brought in my resume, and when it says like job history, I say see resume. Now, we'll tell you, I haven't gotten those jobs, but you can do it. It might work for you. It didn't work for me, but they were like, did you not want to do that part, fill that part out? And I said, same thing you said. I said, is it necessary? And they were like, you like this job? And I was like, give me the paper. And so I went and did it, and they still didn't hire me. And I was like, why did you make me do this? Like, you could have just
Yeah,
said, you know what? You go ahead and go home. I'll be like, all right, bye.
because I think people know pretty quick if they want to fool with somebody or not, and it's. I think looking for jobs like dating, like you know who you want when they walk in the door. You're
Exactly.
like, who do I want sitting at this desk? Not you. I can already tell I don't want you sitting. One time years ago when I was extra poor, I did this job interview that was like a working job interview. So I worked the whole day and they paid me in cash at the end of the day. That's the only reason why I did it. I didn't care about that job. I didn't want that job. I was on the wrong side of town, but I needed $80 because
Feel
who
that.
doesn't? So I
I
had
feel
taken off
that.
I had taken off work in my other job because I was
How much
getting
were you
paid
making at
anyway.
your other job?
I mean, not that much. I said I was poor. So I took
I
off
feel
work
that.
at my other job, or was it already my day off? It was one of them. And I went there and I was auditioning or whatever to be a receptionist, but I couldn't do anything because I didn't know their systems. I didn't know what they said. So I was basically just fucking sitting there all day long, staring and like trying not to look at my phone or trying not to, try to look like I'm at work, but I can't really do anything because they're not training me. I'm just sitting there. I would just
Yeah.
smile when somebody would come up. So at the end of the day, the guy was like, I don't know if you want this job. You didn't really smile all day. And I was like, well, I smiled when I said hello to people, like when I greeted people. Like, who just sits there with a smile looking stupid all day? Like, can you imagine?
Right. And you gotta pick on somebody like pick on your dip. And you gotta make eye contact with them the minute that you know this. You know you gotta make eye contact with people and just smile like
Like,
you tour guide Barbie.
I'm like, what would I look like though? Nobody's talking to me. Nobody's talking. I'm just just smiling. I would think something was wrong with her. Wouldn't you think something was wrong with her? Nobody's talking to her. She's not talking to anybody. She just something's
I
wrong with
used
that
to
girl.
work when I was a cashier at this place. I used to work. I mean, there's a guy I used to work with, and they nicknamed him Smiley because all he did all day was he was one of the people that like bagged the stuff up and put it back in your cart. And he would literally just sit there and just. And so everybody was like, and so customers would come up and be like, "Oh my gosh, he just has such a positive attitude. I like this so much." And I was like, that dude's a serial killer. I don't care what anybody says. He's gonna kill somebody.
Yeah.
And, and I'm like, I'm not going to be here that day. I made sure I was like really good friends with him. I was like, because the day he snapped, you're not gonna snap on me. You're gonna always know I was
Mhm.
your friend. You're not snapping
Mhm.
on me. But yep, he was named Smiley. And he literally, and then people ask him to do some like stuff that was very inconveniencing. They'll be like, hey, Smiley, can you go clean the bathroom? He's like, of course. And I'm like,
Oh.
nope.
No.
I'm finna be Smiley friend because we're not even fin. No, Smiley had me messed up. I was like, nah, Smiley.
This is dark, but when I was in high school, I was in high school. Have you heard of the Columbine thing? The Columbine
Uh-uh.
shootings? There were these two kids
Yes.
that went in there and were horrible. So I was in high school when that happened. and we had a couple of kids in one of my classes that was a little bit strange. Like, they
Mm-hmm.
never really did anything, but after that, I swear everybody on campus was nice. Like, we were just like, like, how you doing? And like, they didn't want to talk to us. Like, they were friends. They didn't want to talk to us, but they would do, like, wear trench coats all day long. So that was like, it's like, I'm not somebody who picks on people, so I'm not a bully or anything like that, but I don't, like, I will only talk trash about you if you come at me. Otherwise, we cool.
I
I don't
feel
have
that.
any. I was like, don't come for me. So I'm not like a bully. I just did not, I only interact with the people that I want to interact with. You know what I mean? Like, if I have to
Mm-hmm.
talk to you, I will, but you can't be friends with everybody. So, but I know everybody after that incident, everybody looked at those two boys who are probably, own Fortune 500 companies right now. But we looked at them, we were just like, hey, Peter, or whatever his name was. You having a good day?
You
You
got to
just
cover your
don't know.
bases.
You
You
just
got to
don't
cover your
know.
bases.
And one of them,
Folks are
I don't think he
dangerous.
liked. Sometimes I don't think they like people being nice to them. They were like, I was like, oh, we made it worse. Never mind. Going back to what you do. Like,
Listen,
some people want to be left alone. Let them be. And they're probably
let
sick of
them
the
be over
racism.
there. You just stay on over there.
Hmm. If you
Like,
come
yep.
over here, I'll be nice, but it's all in
I've
how
been
you
trying
approach
to
me.
I've been trying to be like that with bugs. Like I had a spider in my house the other day, and I was like, normally I run or try to kill it, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be nice because you're not bothering me. So I'm going to you just stay over there and whatever you wanna like if you wanna set up camp and kill all the rest of the bugs in the house, do your thing, because that's what spiders really are. They're not pests. They're supposed to come in, they just want to be left alone, like in a corner somewhere. They'll set
Hmm.
up shop and they just want like they're here to just catch the food. Like they're really helpful in the house. Like I know that. But if I see a bug, no, I don't care what. It's gotta go. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be good. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just chill. And so I literally was literally just like chilling and I saw the bug and I was like, okay, Sheridan, don't kill this bug. You doing good. And I was all right. Cyrus saw me looking. That's my dog for those of you who don't know. Cyrus saw me looking. He jumped down off the couch when we was watching TV, walked over there and ate him. And I was like,
Okay.
I didn't kill him, but he's not in my house anymore. So I'm like,
When I was in 8th grade, I don't know if you know this about me, but I try not to now. I haven't dated anybody in like 5 years, so I'm not. I don't know. I don't know what I am like now because I haven't fooled with people. But when I was younger, for sure, I would kind of absorb the people that I had crushes on,
uh-huh,
so their thing became my thing.
ah,
And so I had a crush on, obviously, somebody who would not even know who I was, MCA from the Beastie Boys, Adam Yauch from the Beastie Boys, who passed away from cancer like a while back. But I had a big crush on him. And so in 8th grade, I decided, as I was trying to figure out my spirituality, because I think everybody goes through that at some point. What am I? Am I Christian? Am I something else? Am I something else? I found out he was Buddhist, right? So I decided I was Buddhist. So I was Buddhist for like a year in my mind. Like, obviously, I would try to meditate, which I'm not good at because my mind doesn't know how to be still. And I didn't eat meat, which my mom hated. She was like, "You're not getting enough nutrients." She just dying for me to have a burger. Now she want to snatch the burger from me. Like, then she wanted me to have the burger. Now she don't want me to have the burger. This one time, Buddhists are not. They don't want to kill people because you could. Kill like animals and bugs and stuff because you could come back as one of those, and because they are, all their lives are valid and all that good stuff. But this one day, I was doing real good, but the spider came in my bathroom, right? And it was crawling on the floor. And I thought to myself, how can I deal with this spider, right? So I was like, I can't kill it. I'm going to leave it up to fate. I picked up the rug and I dropped it. And I was like, I don't know if you survived it. Now, if I walk on this rug, or if the squishing happened, due to me dropping it. That's not I mean, I didn't really outright kill it. It was something that happened. But then that's when I stopped being a Buddhist. 'Cause I was like, I can't deal with bugs. I'm sorry. I can deal with
Listen,
not eating meat, but I can't do that.
but I would have given up after the meat. I'd be like, you know what? I am my mother's child. I just cooked like 6 pounds of bacon for my breakfast for every morning. I'm like, all right, but I'm more of a sausage person than a bacon. So I'm like, come here, buddy. Come here. He's
Cyrus
chewing
said
up.
he a bacon person.
He is. He like popped up. Hold on a second. Hold on, buddy. He know I'm trying to put him in the camera, so he's like,
He said no,
hey, bro.
thank you.
Right.
Oh,
Look at my buddy
it's
boy.
so cute.
Can you say hi? Can you say hi? He wants to go back to that blanket he was chewing on.
He said
I'm trying to distract him a little bit because he wants to go to that blanket. But you want to get down? You want me to put you down? Okay, I'll put you down. All right,
So
there
what
you
do you
go.
say?
That part. Um I was finna say Chris is over there asleep. No, but I can't do bugs like that. The meat would have been the that's it for me, but the bugs would have been the definite. Nah, I'm sorry. Like I watch TV shows, and if they have a bug in, if they do a close up on the bug, I'll stop watching the show and I won't watch it. I won't fast forward it to the next part. I just won't watch it. My first Harry Potter movie. My first Harry Potter movie I watched. Thank you. No, you can't play tug of war right now. See this one right here. He's spoiled.
Ready to play?
He's like play tug of war with me. Okay, one game. He just ran
You just
into my
tossed that throw that
blinds.
across the room.
He just ran into my blinds to go get it. No, but I was watching the first Harry Potter movie, and he was him. I think it was just him and Ron, Harry and Ron, that was outside. And they were talking to this shadow. That's all I saw. And I was like, okay, the shadow had a deep voice. And I was like, okay.
I know what you're talking about.
And Ron looked up and he said, Harry, and Harry was like, hush. And that happened like 3 more times. And finally Harry turned around and said, what? And he pointed up. And when he looked up, all of a sudden, all these huge, gigantic spiders start coming down and just start literally about to land on them. I was trying to be all right with that. I really was, because I was at school, so I can't cut it off. I can close my eyes, but but once I found out that what they were talking to was the biggest spider out of all of them, that was a wrap. That was it. That was it. I didn't go to the bathroom. I got to get out of here. I can't do this.
Call your mama.
So, right, call my mama. And so I was like, I don't even know what to do with this. Like, what do I do? And so I left and I went to the bathroom. And then when I came back, these fools paused the movie until I got back. And so I'm thinking the scene is over. So I get back in my seat. And so I see them driving through the forest. And I'm like, how long? Because I've been in the bathroom for a good 5 to 7 minutes. Like I was up in there. I was trying to wait for that scene to be gone. I came back and Harry and Ron were in the car driving off, and the spiders were all around the car driving beside them. And I was like, you guys are assholes. Like, why would you do this to me? What did I ever do to you? Like, they were like, well, we just want to be considerate. We're kids. You don't even know what considerate means. Like,
turn the movie off.
Right.
That would be considerate.
Shut it off. Shut it all off. We don't need this.
I knew exactly the scene you were talking about. I think that's the first one, right? That's the first Harry Potter, isn't it?
I think that one is. Somebody knows. I'm about to say I think that is the first one, but I think that one is Chamber of Secrets. It's either Chamber of Secrets. It is Chamber of Secrets because that's the one with the big blind snake.
Okay.
And the snake, I remember that scene. My dad had a fear of snakes. He don't like spiders or snakes. But I remember them like in the little tunnel with the blind snake, and they threw something or whatever down another tunnel, and he left them alone because he was finna attack them. And I was like, yo, that's smart, because then the snake went away. But
if people hadn't seen Harry Potter by now and they happen to,
I was about to say
that's on them.
I saw
Just go
this
watch
movie
it.
when I was in like seventh grade, 7th to 8th grade. So I'm like, if you haven't seen Harry Potter, oops. I don't know what to tell you. I do not know what to tell you.
School is like traumatized. But
Listen,
isn't it that's like it's like a place where like you learn how to get, I don't know, like love yourself eventually or whatever. Like you're really challenged to kind of like
I
love
found
yourself because everybody else don't.
well, but for me, I found that like after school. When I was so hell bent on leaving school. I was a bad kid. Like I'm not gonna even lie. My mom was called to the principal's office every day from kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade. Each year I was sent to another school because in Fort Worth because I was just terrible. I went to Southside Christian Academy in 1st grade. Um, and I was too bad there. All of the nuns and then was like, we can't do
Nuns.
this. Yeah. I think they were. I don't think we had nuns in our school, but we hear Christian Academy. It's like I know they're Catholic, but it's like you think And so I don't know, but I know that the teachers was mad. But when I went there, they used paddles. Like when I
What?
was at that school, they used paddles and they would pop you. Like they would ask your parents permission if he's out of line. Do you want us to call you or do you want us to pop him? Of course, my mom was like, if he acting up and he out of bounds, you got permission. And so I got paddled like I want to say probably 5 times a day, and it didn't
Oh
even
my
phase me.
god.
Like at a point, like I was just like, pop, okay, and then I go back to class and just do it again.
What'd you do?
I was, huh?
What'd you do?
That's what I did. That's me getting hit. That's when you get hit. When you like when you ever well, I was about to say, I don't know if you've ever done this, but when somebody ever raised their hand up to you, like when you used to getting hit, like if you used to them hitting you or something like that, when they raise their hand up, you go because you prepare yourself for it, you know you finna get hit. That's literally what I was doing. Like they didn't make us like my dad when he used to whoop me, he used to make me look at the wall and not look back at what's happening, so I never saw it coming. But
Oh
at the
no.
school, they couldn't care any less if you look. They was like, you can look at this coming if you want to. You still
Oh
gonna get
no.
it. And so I used to look back in like, so I would like clench my butt together and try to make it all firm. I was like, and then pop. So like it didn't hurt because I was so like tense.
Oh,
And so like I walk out, I go do it again. And to the point where they had my mama come up there and they were like, do you need this paddle? She said, no, I got something way worse than that paddle. And she pulled off her belt. I was like, it's a wrap. I was like, you should have called my daddy. Like I can talk my daddy out of a whooping. I can't talk this one out of a whooping because she knows me and she knows my antics. So I was like, that's a wrap. But yeah, I went there and then I went to another Christian school in 2nd grade. Um, I think I went there 2nd and 3rd grade. Um, and then I went to no, I went there 2nd grade, and then I was too bad for them. They was like, you can't come back, and so that's when my mom put me in public school, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not ready, because even as a kid, I was like,
mhm.
I know public school they finna rip me apart, and I'm not ready. So I went in there trying to be bad, and all them bad kids like, oh, you want to see bad? I was like, no, I don't want to see bad. I'm just playing. I'm finna go color, do something. So I was
Mhm.
there, but 3rd and 4th grade, and then I went to the school that I graduated in, FWAFA, in 5th grade, and then I went there 12th grade. But it's like I progressed when I went to FWAFA because all of the teachers there, they were like, well, some of the teachers, I ain't gonna say all of them, some of the teachers, they were like, we really care. We want him to, you know, to succeed. We want him to do well and hopefully get out of our school real fast. So we're gonna do what we gotta do to get him out.
Mhm.
So like I was suspended out of school suspension, in school suspension, lunch detentions, regular detentions in 5th grade, and literally it progressed from there to where um I was doing so good senior year. Like I was so good. Like my record was squeaky clean. Everybody was like, Sheridan, are you gonna get in any trouble this year? Like I need to get a detention or a lunch detention. I was so good. But then one of my sister's little friends, well, one of the people that was in my sister's grade that wasn't her friend, she was harassing me. My sister's 8 years younger than me. Like I'm like, little girl, I'm a grown man. Like, leave me alone. Like, I don't even know you. But because we were in the same study hall together, I had to put up with her. And so I was like, little girl, please leave me alone. Like, I don't know who you are. Like, where did you come from? I
Mm-hmm.
told the principal, I told the teachers, I told her mom, I told everybody. Nobody did anything to this little girl. That she kept saying stop, and that was it. And so she literally just like, she taunted me, and then I was like, and she like, we went outside. She picked up one of those huge, them big old math textbooks. That's the hard
Mm-hmm.
covers. She tossed it, and it went like this across my face. And before I knew it, I saw red, and I was ready to take her out. And so I didn't, of course, but I chased her around the school. She ran up to a teacher and was like, he's chasing me. He's trying to, like, I don't know. She didn't say kill me, but she said something that was close to that. To where the teacher, like, literally, I was like, nah, you go listen to what I'm saying. She's like, no, I don't need to listen to you. Go to the office. I know you did it. I've heard, and she was a new teacher that was new that year. But she was just like, I know your reputation. I know what you, and I was like,
What?
what are you talking about? And so I went to the principal, and he was like, luckily my grandma was coming up there for something, for my sister. And so she was like, my grandma was like, as I was leaving the office, my grandma was coming into the office to drop something off to my sister. And so she saw me. She's like, what are you doing? I'm crying to her, and I'm like, this little girl literally was taunting me. And I pointed at the little girl too. I was like, this little girl was taunting me. And no, I'm sorry. I was crying on my way to the principal's office, and I saw my grandma, and I told her, I said, that little girl right there, she was taunting me. And I said, now I'm in trouble. I said, she messed up my record. Like, I was doing so good.
Mm.
And so I go into the principal's office. While I'm doing that, my grandma getting the behind the scoop. She goes over to the little girl and sits down beside her, and she's just talking to her calmly. She's asking the girl how old she is. The little girl says she's 12. I'm 17. So I'm like, still, I'm still grown. Like, you can't, stop messing with me. And
Yeah.
so they were like, we're gonna call his mom. But my grandma was outside, so she walked in for me. And it was a whole to do. Like, it was a whole to do. Like, the principal was trying to make it sound like I was like out to kill the little girl. Like, I'm this wild, savage, vicious animal that needs to be put down. Like, he was going out of his way. He is an almost 18-year-old man who is running around. He's in his anger, get the best of him. He's turning red. I said, first of all, I'm black. I ain't never turned red. Like, don't go there. I ain't never turned red in my life. I wear red, but I do not turn red. But he literally was like, he'll turn red if anybody was to do that to his sister. But he gets upset, he gets angry, he chases her around the school like he's a savage animal to this little 9-year-old. My grandma was like, I'm gonna stop you right there. Number one, she is not 9, she is 12. She just told me that out there. She was like, she's the one that skipped a few grades. I was like, y'all should probably be telling her not to be messing, my grandma let that principal have it. I was like, and he was like, well, he's suspended for a whole week for this. And I'm sitting there crying. I'm like, I've been so good. Why would you suspend me for 5 days? Like, I need to get suspended for 5 days junior year. Like, what the hell? And so I was mad. But
I'm like, is suspension really even a punishment? Because I don't want to be in
no.
school.
I was finna say it. Normally it is a punishment for me because normally my mom, not my mom, normally other moms, they'll be like, we're going to take away your toys. We're going to take away your games. No TV. And they're like that. My mom was like, I'm going to have you write sentences. So I had to write sentences like Bart Simpson on the wall at the on the thing. I'm having to write sentences, and I found ways to make it fun. I would write like I will, and then and then I will not, I will, I would do it like that, so it feels like I'm just doing like this across the page until my mom found out, and she was like, "No, that is not how you're doing it. You're writing the whole sentence out like this. You don't get to have fun and make your own way with it." And I'm like, I'm doing what you asked me to do. Like, why can't I do it? But it was, it is what it is. But that day, because when my mom walked up there, my grandma was like, we're not doing this. Once he told him I was suspended for 5 days, my grandma was like, I'm gonna let his mama come up here and deal with you. And so, after that was said, it's a wrap. You gotta stop squeaking the toy right in my face, buddy. You're like right in my face, man.
He said, throw it.
Right.
We're playing
I can't
right
throw
now.
that one. I can't throw that. He won't let me throw it. he will literally like, I mean, he doesn't bring it back. He'll bring it, and then when I try to grab it, I'm like, you still learning how to play fetch. Okay, you're one. You're okay. I don't really play fetch with him a lot. Like I toss it and he'll play with it. So you gotta go over there, buddy. Go over there.
My dog
Go.
don't play. She'll
He
go
said,
fetch it. She'll go fetch a treat. She ain't gonna bring it back. She she don't play toys.
good
She's never
boy.
gonna play.
No, stay over there, buddy. Take your donut. I feel like a parent for real. Like I'm like this one right here. Prissy over there, the Yorkie, she's just like, I'm chilling. Like I'm asleep. Cause I was like, when we get up, we probably gonna go outside again when we're done. So, but this one right here, he's one. He's spoiled. He's a baby. So he gets a pass for acting like this.
Oh,
Yeah. Anytime that my undivided attention is on something else and not him, he'll be like, you had me for a reason, and he'll like scoot up and like rub on me, and I'm like, buddy, you're shedding all over my clothes. He's like, I don't care, and he'll just lay like he literally just do like this, just lay right on top of me, and I'm like, but anyway, he's so okay. I literally went. My mom woke me up the next morning, was like, put your uniform on. I said, what? She was like, put your uniform on now. I was like, Mom, I'm suspended. I can't just go to school. She's like, you're not suspended. And so you're not suspended. I said,
that sounds just like your mama.
right. But the thing is, I'm more scared of her than anybody at that school. So I put my uniform on. I was like, nah, because the people at school thought they knew what they can do to hurt me. She knew what she can do to hurt me. So I was like, nah, I'm not even gonna fool with that one. All right, I put that uniform on. I got all nice and ready. Like I'm going to be put on on trial. I walked into the school, and my mom was like, we were sitting there. He was telling my mom the story. He pulled that same mess with that he did with my grandma. You have an angry son that is out of control, and he needs to be stopped. And my mom was like, so let's just forget the fact that I have this angry son that needs to be, put in check. She was like, we're not going to talk about the little girl that threw a gigantic boulder at him. Also, a math textbook. The rock hit me. The rock hit me, and I was really like, she threw the rock because she threw the math book and missed me. So when she was running, when you're running from people and it's a crowd of people, and the person who's running in the front, they're the ones that's getting slowed down because they're having to push through people in order to get past. The person that's chasing them has the advantage because they're having to slow down to get people to push people out of the way, and people are still out of the way when they're coming through. So it's like you're opening up a barricade for me to go through. Once she realized that was happening, she picked up this rock that was like this big and chunked it at me and hit my chest. I saw red then. I was like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. This little girl got to go. I will say this because I'm grown. I don't even care anymore. The little girl grown. She tried to add me on Facebook, and I was like, little girl, you don't know me. Stop it. But I will say that had that teacher not stopped me, I don't know what I would have done because I was upset at that point. My principal got that part right. I was upset. I was very upset. I was fuming, but I was fuming because I just had a gigantic mountain thrown at me.
Right.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad. I got a textbook thrown like here. Yeah, I'm mad.
Yeah.
And so
you gonna hit me after you make me run? What's wrong with you?
That part. But then after that, it didn't even matter that I was tired because I was like, I have tunnel vision. I will destroy you if it's the last thing I do. I have tunnel vision. I have to take care of you. No, but it's funny because when I told my sister what was going on, she went off on the little girl at lunchtime. Like one of my friends that went into the cafeteria to get like some apple juice or something like that was like, is so and so your sister? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, she up there letting some little girl that got you in trouble. She letting her have the business. Oh, that's why I didn't finish saying my mom was being like, my mom was a bull. Like after he started saying all this stuff about me, my mom asked me to leave the room. She said, Sheridan, go inside and wait for me right out there on that little chair over there. I said, you sure? She's like, get out. You ain't got to tell me 3 times. And so she already told me twice. I'm like, you ain't got to say it 3 times. I'm finna get up. And so I went outside. I heard nothing going on in there. All of a sudden, my mom comes out of the office, out of the principal's office. She says, let's go. I said, so I'm still suspended? She said, you're suspended for 1 day and you're going to be good the rest of the days. I said, okay. She's like, so let's go ahead and go home. And so we start walking out. I look back. My principal just, like, he's mad. Like, he's trying to find something to just take his anger out on. And I was like, you're going out of your way to do all this. And now today when he sees me on the street, he acting like we best friends. I'm like, I didn't like you singing you. And then when we were walking across the stage, he tried to hug me for a long time. So you did it without any help from you, sir. Get away from me. Get all the way away from me. Like, go down the street and around the corner. Like, get away from me. But yeah, I had a rough time in school actually. Like, I want to say, yeah, that's where you are supposed to learn, but and love yourself and stuff. But yeah, I learned that folks are brutal, especially I had some classmates or folks that graduated with me that at a point I did. Now I will say I did my own dirt and I did stuff at the school. You like squeaking really loud. He can't help himself. He trying to get my attention. Okay, there you go. Good boy. Sit up there, buddy. Yep, there you go. You can play up there. This little boy right here. No, but I've had my fair struggle of of school, of different people in my class and stuff like that. Um, there are some people I still talk to. There are some people that if I see them on the street, I will hug them and talk to them again. There are some people that if I saw them on the street or at Walmart, I might pick up a can of greens and bust them over the head with it. Like
Not green.
the greens, girl. No, but like you never know. And so it's one of those things that I literally it's one of those things that I literally um I just I've learned so much being at this school and I don't even there are no words. Like I can't even I don't know. I've learned lessons. I'll say that. Like
Yeah.
I can't even go any further. I've learned lessons from
See,
my school. So
the big girl rule you chose was to
I think it was
love
love
yourself.
yourself. Yeah.
Number one. So you picked big girl rule number one, love yourself. So the title of your episode is The Big Guy's Girl to Loving You. And at what point, like, are you at a point where you feel like you love yourself? Because that's a hard thing to do. It's like one of the hardest things in the world.
You want me to tell you? I will say yes. He wants his ball that I have placed up here, and he's trying to go in anywhere. Buddy, you got to go over there with it. Go over there. This dude right here. Yes, I am. I would say that I do love myself. And I think it was happen. He's back. Can you hear him squeaking over the thing?
It's okay.
It's loud. It's so loud. It's because you're a pet parent. You've been doing this for a while. Like any little thing. Uh-oh. He threw the ball and hit Prissy. He he in trouble now. Prissy's the queen. She's gonna get him. She gonna get him. Ain't nothing I can do. It's out of my hands now. When little baby wake up, it's a wrap. Oh yeah, she's up. She walking around. Oh, she laid down. Okay, she laid back down. She trying to chill. She like, I really want to go to bed. No, but honestly, I have, and I think it started. So it started during COVID actually because I had time to like be in my house. I didn't. A lot of people don't know this about me. I tell people the story all the time, and they're like, "You're doing this for attention. You just want clout." I don't have to have clout. First of all, when I walk into a room, clout. Like I don't have to tell a story to get clout. When I walk in a room, when they see how I'm walking in, like that's all I got. Attention is on me.
Yeah. Huh? That's how you own the room.
Right, that part. But I literally.
Cyrus says, "I own this room."
Oh my God. No, I'm gonna give him a treat when we get done because that's what he wants. He just wants a snack. He's like this. He wants a snack and then he's gonna go take a nap. But I literally, oh gosh, I'm trying to think. Oh, so I literally, when I grew up, when I was 5 years old, I'm back on track now. I got ADD like it is no tomorrow. When I was 5 years old, I was told by doctors that I was autistic. and they were like, he's not gonna be able to read, write, comprehend anything, have a place to live on his own, drive, be
You do all
independent,
those
anything. That part, right? And so my mom was like, to hell with what you say. We believe in the Lord. We're gonna pray, and we're gonna. So I had my prayer warriors, that was watching over me. That was like, we're gonna make sure that he gets to where he needs to get. And so when I first got my apartment, I was like, yes, independence. I'm free. And then I got my car, that not my Mustang, but I got my Mitsubishi. But I appreciated the Mitsubishi more because I actually had to pay for it. My mom paid for my Mustang. And so like anything happened to the car, anything like it needed oil change, I didn't care. Like it is what it is. But I had my Mitsubishi by then, and I was very happy that I had, that car. And so I was like, I'm doing good for myself. So I have a house and a car, and I just got a job. I'm feeling good. But I was lazy still, so I didn't want to actually work. And so I was like, I was looking for any reason to either get fired, quit, to not come to work. It was bad. And so I would literally just like not, go to work. And so, okay, but give it here though, so I can throw it. Um, so so I went to uh I literally was trying my best to like not work or whatever. And so the last job I was working in before COVID hit, um I was literally there like 40 hours a week. And so I was ready to not work. I was like, I don't want to do this. I told my mom a long time ago, I said, listen, I said, here's the deal. I said, I'm gonna start an OnlyFans. She was like, what? I said, I'm starting an OnlyFans. I can't. I said, I cannot. I was like, oh shoot, he found the ball. I threw it and it landed inside my Kleenex box. And now he's trying to figure out a way to get in there to get it. He's gonna tear my Kleenex up. He's gonna tear it up. He dropped it on the floor. It's going down. I'm gonna look up. It's gonna be snow in my house. I just vacuumed too. I'm gonna be so mad, but it's all right. He's one. He can't help himself. But I literally, sorry, come in. Hold on a second. Come get this one. Come play with this. Play with the donut, buddy. He said, no, I want that ball that's in that Kleenex box. I want that toy. But yeah, so like I literally everything that the doctor was saying that I wasn't gonna do, I was doing. I graduated, car, job, house, whatever. So now I know where I was. Sorry, I told you give me ADD. I moved past that. I was at the COVID.
Yes.
They shut down like a lot of stuff, and because we were essential, we still had to work, but they cut all of us down to like, I want to say 15 hours a week. And so my paycheck that was helping me cover my, house or whatever, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Then one of my friends is like, they have, what do you call it? The pay that helps you, because you're not, it's not unemployment, but it's like
the COVID
whatever.
relief type stuff or whatever.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. So I was doing that, and I literally was. Yeah, he's tearing it up. I can't even. Ain't nothing I can do. But I literally was on that, and I was making, more than what I was making at Staples. Just being at the house. So I was like, so I get to be at the house and not work, and make more money as if I was working.
Right.
All right, deal. I told them, they were like, do you want your hours to be cut down even more? I was like, yes. And so I'm putting it out there. And so I was like, yes, you can take my hours down to like 5 hours. I can come in one day. I'm cool with that. And so he did just that. And so I was at the house. I was catching up on all the shows that I always wanted to watch. I was like, oh yeah, he took it under the, hold on one second. I'm so sorry. I got to grab it because he took it under the couch. And I know he's finna obliterate it. Hold on one second. Come here, buddy. Let me see. Let me help you.
You're not going across the room.
There you go. Good boy.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, he looked, it looked like something out of a horror movie. It looked like something out of, he literally, he ran, like he dropped it on the floor. He ran around the couch, and then he went under my couch, and literally grabbed the tip of the box and just started dragging it slowly under. And I'm like, it's like when you get pulled under your bed and it's like, you just slowly going, like that's what that box is doing. And I was like, let me go and grab this box before he devours my tissues that I just put out today. Like allergies. No, but I was at the house chilling. I watched all the shows that I always wanted to watch. And I was like, I'm happy. I'm like, this is it right here. This is the life. Like I'm making money and I'm at the house. Like it can't get any better than this. But it was like I was here by myself. And so that was what was making it like slowly start to like feel like, oh my gosh, like this is not fun anymore because I was here by myself, didn't have nobody to talk to. I was watching reruns of all the stuff I was watching. I fell into like a deep depression where like I was literally just like in bed. Like I lay in bed all day and I would sleep. I got the best sleep of my life, but I was in bed. I was knocked out and I wake up, I go in the kitchen, drink some water, go back in my room, lay back down. Like I was like, there's nothing to do. Um I don't know. And like all my friends, they were essential workers, so they're working. Yeah. I'm not. I'm at the house, and so my sleep schedule was off. Like it was terrible. And so they started trying to open back up theater and stuff like that. And so that's when they first did when I had my first audition for In the Heights. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't even know, like I got to do this. And so I was like, yep, let's do it. And so I went to the audition and I got the role. But I want to say the day I found out I got the role, that's when I found out that they officially cut off the assistants. So I was literally having to depend on my 5 hours to make rent, to pay for this new car that I just got. It was a lot. Yeah. And so I literally was all depressed and stuff like that because hold on, I'm trying to grab this ball. He's back here behind me playing. He does the most outlandish stuff right now. Like he wants my undivided attention. He's like,
we're gonna wrap it up soon.
We are gonna wrap it up, buddy. Hold on. But yeah, I literally was just I like fell into a deep depression. I was telling my mom, she would call me, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing, just in bed. She's like, did you do anything today? I said, what is there to do? I was like, we're quarantined, number one. I said, number two, I was like, I don't have any money to do anything. Like I can't even, I said, I don't have any money. Like I have ramen noodles and I have stuff like that in my kitchen to actually eat. I had like some foods that I could cook, but I was like, I can't, like, there's, what am I supposed to do? Like for fun. And so I was joking with her. Well, I wasn't joking. I was serious. I was like, I want a dog. And she was like, where are you going to get a dog from? I don't know, but I want a dog. And so she's like, Sheridan, you can barely take care of yourself. You want a dog? I was like, I will figure it out. I was like, I know that my dog will eat before I eat, but I want a dog. And so for Christmas, she got me a dog. And that's when little baby Cyrus got over. He's not baby anymore. But he, I had him and I was like, cool or whatever. And so I was in a better spot because I had a companion. And so it was like me and him. And then my dad had passed away in March. And so I literally, my childhood dog, Prissy, that I had since I was in 7th grade, she went to live with my dad and my stepmom. And when he passed away, I was like, you cannot live with my stepmom. My stepmom is like Lady Tremaine, Maleficent, Evil Queen, Cruella de Vil, put all them together. That's who she is. And I don't even care if she knows it because I don't care.
She's a stepmom. Okay.
Oh my God, yes. And so she was playing the nice version, but I don't even want to get into it. But I was like, she's gonna kill Prissy. I can't. That's another day. I was like, she's gonna kill Prissy. She never liked Prissy. I was like, I can't. So I was telling my mom, I told her, I was like, hey, I'm not even gonna divulge her name, but I was like, hey, because the funeral was that next Saturday, and I was like, keep Prissy to that next Saturday. Don't do anything with her. She'll come home with me. So we drove to Mississippi. My mom was like, nah, F that. so she got in one of her, her mom groups, and she found out that one of the moms that's from Arlington was actually in Vegas where
Mm-hmm.
they were. And so they met up. The lady got prissy, took her down, brought her down here to us. So it was a cheaper flight versus me going up there to grab her and then getting back on the plane and trying to come back. Like it
Yeah.
was, a lot happening or whatever. But um we literally, I want to say when I got when she got back in the house and they got acclimated, and then I was like, all right, so I have happiness. I have a house, I have a
Mm-hmm.
job, I had jobs, I have a car, I got dogs. I'm doing good for myself.
Yeah.
And so I think that's when it started, was when I got my two babies, with me. And I was like, I want to be able to place the camera up because anytime I move or touch my phone or whatever they're doing, that's a loving moment. It goes away. But I want to like install like how they do in reality shows, like install a camera so you can see, because it is so adorable. Like Cyrus, he has a time. He'll wake me up at like 5:50, and he'll like come up. He'll do like he'll do that, and he'll do like 3 times. And if I don't respond, he'll headbutt me. And then if he headbutt me, if I don't wake up, he'll start licking my face. I don't like my face being licked. So he'll like lick my face. He knows it'll get me up. And then they'll be like, bro, I gotta pee. He'll stand next to the cage, like, bro, like, let me out. And so
Oh.
I'll move because I like literally have a cage that I have set in between because I don't have a door from my living room to my bedroom. So
Mm-hmm.
I have to like wedge his cage in the way so he can't like go into the kitchen at nighttime when I'm asleep.
Yeah.
Because he did that. It only happened one time. I came in there and he was up on top of my bar, and I was like, all right, buddy, here's the deal. How did you do it? And I watched him do it one time. He jumps up on the chair, jumps up on my couch, jumps up on the back of my couch, jumps up on top of the bar stool, and then he climbs up on top of my bar. So whatever I
Dogs
have
are
up there, that's
smart.
how he got. Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
found
They
his
know
way
what
up
they're
there.
doing.
Yeah. And so he too big to get up there. That way now he know he gonna come tumbling down. So he'll just stand up like this, where he can see up on the bar. He'll go like that and try to eat whatever it is. I'm like, dude, just wait till I hand it to you. But it started there. It started there. In high school, I was like trying to be somebody I wasn't, because I was like all of these dancers, all of these singers, like I didn't mesh into any group.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't with the dancers, I wasn't with the thespians, I wasn't with the choir. I was just there.
Yeah.
I call myself a hybrid. Like I was just like, I'm all of you, but
Yeah.
I'm not you. And so I was happy to graduate. I regretted, missing some moments with, certain folks. Like I ran into one of my classmates. I was singing at this ballet concert. I was the opening act and I was singing, and he was one of the dancers. And he came up, he was like, oh my gosh, Sheridan, it's the first time I've seen him since we graduated. I want to say 5 years later.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh my gosh, like Sheridan, oh my gosh, how are you? And I was like, I'm good. But I was like half ass talking to him. Can I say ass?
Let's say what you want to say.
Okay, I said it twice, but I gotta make sure. Um, but I had to ask him. I was like, why are you talking to me? Like we didn't talk.
Right.
He was like, we didn't talk because you didn't want us to talk. I said, wait, what? He was like, yeah, I was cool with you. I never problem with you. You had this attitude that you were uppity, you didn't want to talk to anybody. So like half of our class is like, all right, fine then. You don't want to talk, we ain't gonna talk to you. And so I realized, oh my God, that is the truth. And I sort of still do that to this day. Like if I feel like you don't like me or something, I will literally um try to get the upper hand and not like you first or not talk to you first. I'm weird. Um, but yeah, so it literally my happiness came um after high school, and I re-auditioned for another version in high school, and I got the same part that I got cast in back then. I wasn't able to accept. So it's like it all turned around and it all worked out in my favor because I didn't get to play it there, but I got to
Yeah.
play it here, and it was a much bigger audience and a much bigger turnout, though I think. But it's like it was a part that I've normally seen skinny guys and guys who are athletic play. So the
Mm-hmm.
fact, no, stop it. I'll come in 1 second, buddy. He's like, hurry up. Um, I literally was so I was so ecstatic to play that part. Like I was on cloud nine. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Um, and it's just life after that. I got a good job now. Um, I got a good job, and I'm making in one check. I'm able to uh take care of all my bills, so that I'm able to
Yeah.
save with the other check or do whatever I want to do. I took on another job that's working weekends. That I'm going to be that's going to be my savings. Like I'm never going to touch that money. The money that I make from that is literally just for savings to Christmas job.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's excuse me, that's a good saving job right there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I had to learn to love myself because um I just it's so weird. It's so weird because I just the things that I went through and feeling like, oh my God, I'm alone. Nobody likes me. Like I hear my mom. I used to think my mom was the enemy all the time. Like growing up, I'd talk about her on Facebook. I would talk about her to everybody in our theater realm. I'm like, oh my God, my mom is this, my mom is that. And it's so funny because God was like, that's how you feel? All right, I'm gonna show you. And so I literally, all those people that I confided in or
Yeah.
said something to, I don't talk to these people to that day. But me and my mom's relationship is like this, just
Yeah.
because I realized she's not the enemy. She's actually trying to help me. And so that was one part of loving myself. I had to get rid of all the toxic friends. Sorry, he's under me moving around. So that's why my camera is shaking. I keep looking at you and then I get distracted. I look over me. I'm like, what am I doing? But it's the top of this thing that's doing that. But yeah, I had to get rid of all the toxic friends. It's a
Yeah.
thing. You have to get rid of those people. And there are some just because I'm nosy myself, I keep them here. I'm over here, my land over here, and I just keep them right at the edge of the land where it's like they feel like they are, over there. And I just tell them, I'm like, hey, listen, I want to be nosy and I just want to, see, what you got going on, but I I want you to stay over there. But
Right.
I just I've just learned to be happy. Like I've learned to be happy. I'm much more pleasant. I got a really good job. I got this apartment. Hopefully I'll be moving, anytime soon. I get some good checks. And Cyrus Prissy, I just, I've had to learn to love myself and love myself no matter what, because if you ain't gonna do it,
Mhm.
who gonna do it?
That's what RuPaul says.
Yeah,
If you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else?
exactly.
So yeah, you have to love yourself. That's so good. So your
Hmm.
support system and all your different uh experiences have
Hmm.
kind of led to this culmination of I'm Sheridan, this is me, and first you got to accept yourself, and then
Exactly.
learn to love that person that you gone ahead and accepted. That's so good. And you making all
And
this music? Go ahead.
listen, no, I was gonna say, and the thing about it is that when I was a kid, I've always known who I was. And the way I act, the way I am, and just my being, I already knew who I was, but the world wasn't ready to know who I was.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, I'm a very eccentric dresser. Like, I was at my cousin's. He's biting me right now. Um, I
We
was.
almost threw Cyrus. We're gonna
He
let
is
your daddy
like
go in a
tearing me
minute.
up. He's like biting my leg and biting my hand. He was
He
like,
said he gonna
"Hurry
get a
up."
snack one way or the other.
He's like, "Daddy, I always knew you was a snack." But um, I just knew who I was, and like when I was at my cousin's birthday party yesterday, I had my hair all to the side. I got a I got a piece of a rhinestone necklace that was
Mhm.
broken, and I got some of the glue that y'all put y'all's eyelashes on with, and I
Yeah.
literally made like a trail like this around the side of my head. I
Mhm.
had that on. I had my rhinestone tie on. I went to Joann's and I got little trim and I on my little vest. And so I put rhinestones. It was like one of those halter vests.
Yeah.
And so I put the rhinestones going up it. And then I had some sparkly buttons that I replaced with other buttons or whatever. So the trim of it was rhinestone. Like it was just that was me. And like I said, I walked into the party
Mhm.
and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Sheridan!" Yes, like it's like teenage Sheridan, and like that would have totally gotten torn down. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you're wearing that. Men don't wear this stuff. I'm not like other men. I wear
You
what I
don't
want to
have to
wear.
be.
I don't care. Like I tell people all the time, I don't care. Like I wear what I want to wear. My style is very androgynous sometimes. Like I can come on like for work. I go on. I just bought. My suit just arrived today. I bought a forest green suit. I have a lime green shirt, and then I have a tie with like all different green color stripes going down it. I dress up for work. Like you know, it is what it is. My boss loves my fashion. Like she loves it. She loves my style. But it's one of those things that I do that when I'm out like hanging out. I wear my long flowy cape. Like I just do what I want to do. Like
You
I
should.
don't care. You know, so when people learn to do that and actually love themselves, like it's an amazing thing. Like I always knew who I was. That's why I tell people all the time, they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're just so comfortable with yourself. No, I've always been comfortable with myself.
Right.
I knew who I was. I've always been me. Y'all just found out. So I'm gonna give y'all time to figure it out and have your moment because you need it. But I've always known who I was. I've always been this way. Everybody will tell you growing up, oh yeah, that's Sheridan right there. That's what he do. Like it's just who I am.
Yeah.
But I'll say I love myself. I've always loved myself, but I didn't love myself. Like I love myself as a whole, but there was pieces of myself that I didn't love. And I'm getting to the point now where I'm loving everything about myself. But I tell people all the time, I'll pull them off so you can see them. I don't know if people know this, but these are contacts. I'm not gonna move them around, but
Mm-hmm.
I used to wear like gray, and I used to wear gray, and people were like, "Oh yeah, we definitely know those contacts." But my eyes are black, like they are like black, and I was, oh my god, like I hate my eyes. I like my eyes now, but I like my contacts. So I love myself, but I
Right.
love these. So I'm not gonna.
You do you.
Yeah, I'm doing me right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Like just
I just feel inspired right now. I was like, I need to. I don't know. I think it's gonna inspire me. One day I'm gonna come out with some rhymes.
listen. Oh,
Cause
and then my music
I'm
too.
very muted. But
Huh?
I do. I said, I'm very muted a lot of times. And I'm like,
Listen,
when your
you
mom is
come out
like
of your
talking, I'm
shell
like,
though. You come out of your shell though. I still remember the first time I ever met you, or I can remember meeting you. I probably met you before this, but I don't remember it. I feel so sorry to admit that, but it is what it is.
I
When
block out
you
a lot of memories, baby. It's
when you
okay.
when you did uh, it's not God's trombones, Book of Job.
Book of Job, yeah.
When you did Book of Job, I thought that was the first time I met you. And I remember when y'all were doing that song, that come on and tell me, when y'all was doing that song, is like as the gossiping choir ladies or whatever.
Yes, I was woman
And
number 4.
listen, you were the best woman number 4 ever. I was like, come on. But it's like I watched you as a kid. Just, I mean, it was like you were shy, but then when it got time for the dancing and y'all start doing like this skip step around around Job or whatever, I still remember that. I was like, I like her. I don't even know who she is or where she came from, but I like her. And who would have even thought?
Who would
You
even
turn out to
know?
be my mom's assistant and be my aunt and just do everything now. So I'm like, yes, I remember that. Like I still remember that to this day. Like I'm like, she was on the stage killing it. I want to watch it of these other people. Like I
Well,
want to
thank
watch
you.
them.
I don't even know what I did. I was in such a daze. I didn't want your mama to beat me up if I didn't act right. No.
No, listen. She is very Ike Turner and Joe Jackson put together. She'll
But when
take you
she sees
outside of the booth and get back in there. And if you better not cry, and I'm like,
she's tough, but she sees when she sees something in you that you obviously don't see. She said, "You gonna see it today. You can go home and not see it again, but right here in this moment, you gonna see it. You gonna see it,
yeah.
and you gonna show
She's
it."
she's now to the point where she's willing to show you
Yeah,
if you're willing to learn.
right.
Like it's one of the things, like over the years, I think she's learned that there are some people that just don't want to learn. And so what she does is she'll go out of her way to teach you. And if she feels like you're actually trying to learn it, she's like, all right, cool. I will keep working with you because you're actually trying to, do this. But if you look like you're not
Hmm.
trying to like learn with your craft or like elevate or become,
Yeah, Become. I
She's
need
like, all
I need
right,
a
I'm
fan.
not gonna keep doing this if you're not gonna, try to help yourself out. So that makes me happy that she's not so hell bent on trying to help somebody who doesn't want help. She
She got
tries to
stuff to
help
do.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, she tries to help you, and if you don't want to receive her help, she's gonna go over to somebody else that's gonna, to do it. That's what I was saying. Like for me, with my music, my mom actually was helping me with that because I kept it. Like I wrote it, and it was literally it. I literally wrote all the music. I didn't have any beats to it. I wrote all the music, and I just or no, I'm sorry, I wrote like one song, and I left it. I didn't do anything with it. And then one of my friends was like, "Hey, I have beats. I'm trying to get rid of beats. Who wants them? Sell them $10 a pop." I'm like, "Shoot, $10! I'm finna go get them." Um, and I bought like I asked my mom for $100. I was like, "Can I please have $100? I'm about to get 10 beats." She was like,
Mhm.
"Yeah." I got all the 10 beats, and I started listening to them, whatever. And I was like, I want that one. I'm gonna pull from that one. I did that, and I started writing. I played it for my sister. She was like, me and my sister, we go back and forth, we're arguing and throwing shade at each other. But she was like, "Hey, listen, like, this sounds really, really good. Who wrote this?" I said, "I did." She was like, "No, you didn't." I said, "I did." She was like, "Yo, this is really, really good. Has mama heard it?" I said, "Nah, not yet. So you need to play these for her." I think it was relationship advice I played for her first. So my mom, she came home. My sister grabbed me, told me to come in here, play the song for my mom. So I performed it for her. She was
Mhm.
like, "Did you write this?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Sheridan, you ain't never been in a relationship before. How you know all this stuff?" I was like, I've watched other people. I've
Yeah.
watched other people and what they do and like the stuff that they do in relationships or whatever. I see, I've had friends that came up to me, "Oh my gosh, Sheridan, like I really like this guy, but he's acting like this. Oh my gosh, Sheridan, this girl is so pretty, but she just keeps doing this." And I'm like, y'all need to talk to each other. Stop talking to me.
Right.
Talk to each other. Like, what are you doing? But it's one of those things that I just kept going, and she got the recording studio time for me. She was like, "All right, Shannon, let's go in here and kill it." I played the rest of the songs for her. She will listen to all the songs and make sure that you were studio ready before she paid for studio time or
Right.
before she wastes her time going to the studio, whether she's paying for it or not.
Right.
So that's just what she did. She was like, "All right, Shannon, let me see if you were ready." And she went in, we went in, I sang all 6 songs to her. And when I got to You Love Me, that's the one with all the high stuff. My voice was tired. And so we started, I got to the end, my voice started cutting out. And she was like, "You ain't ready." I said, "Mom, I'm ready. I swear I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's do this." She's like, "No, you're not. You're cracking on it." I said, "Mama, that song is so tough. Like, I have to let that be the first song that I take on in the studio. So I have all my energy and all my power to sing that." I
Right.
said, "Everything else is good, but that's the song with the highest stuff in it. I can't sing 6 songs full energy in the studio trying to make sure it's perfect and then try to take on that song. Like, I can't." And so, yeah, we made sure it was right. I let my music out and stuff like that and released it. And so we're in the middle of trying to, that's the other thing about me having good jobs and getting to say, um, hopefully, prayerfully, we will start shooting music videos next year.
Yay. So what's the name of
So
your EP
it is
and where
called
can we find it?
Unapologetically Me. Actually, I went on Etsy and I made me some stuff, whatever.
So
Oh,
cute.
my thing's in the way. It's Unapologetically Me. Is it backwards on your screen?
No, I can see it. I
Okay.
can read it. It's regular.
It's
Unapologetically me. I see.
yes.
Yes.
It's on all social media, music streaming platform services. We also have a few shirts that we have. If you want to walk
Cute.
around with me on your, if you want to walk around with me on you, this is what the album cover actually looks like. So if you're looking for the album cover and you put in Sheridan Monroe or Unapologetically Me, you'll see this gorgeousness right here. And
Okay.
then this is what the back of all the shirts look like.
All right. Send me all
Um,
your links. I'm gonna post all your links.
I will. I will definitely do that.
We'll put
The
them up
shirt I'm
there.
wearing is another one. It's a lot of tank tops that I bought because it was summer when I did it.
I like summer.
And so I'm in the middle of making me some winter wear.
Mhm.
So I can actually put that stuff out too. So like hoodies. Um, I thought about doing. I have some coffee mugs there. Um, so I have the tumblers made with my stuff on there. Some t-shirts. Um, bumper stickers.
That's
I
what
have like a
everybody
lot of
getting for
different.
Christmas and Hanukkah is your stuff.
I feel
Christmas and
like people
Hanukkah
would
gonna
think
be a
I'm so
Sheridan Christmas.
conceited. I feel like people would think I'm so conceited. They'll be like, Shannon, did you just gift us with your stuff? Yeah.
Yes. The gift
I
is
did
me.
that. I did that with Mom and Nikki. I was like, hey, listen, where my tank top? Where my shirt?
My presence is your present. Here you go. You can have me all year long.
That part.
Well,
That part.
I'm so glad I got to talk to you. I'm so glad that you've gotten to a point where you are loving yourself because I love you.
Yes.
You're so
I
amazing.
love you.
You're so
I
great.
am busy. You said busy or crazy?
I said amazing. But
That's
busy,
hilarious. You
yes.
didn't say nothing what I thought you said.
But I'm gonna
I
put
was
all
like,
your
I
links
am
on
busy.
there. And at the end of this episode, I'm gonna put one of your songs because I'm gonna add it. It's only gonna
Okay.
play like about 30 seconds of it. So that's what it allows. But I'm gonna play about 30. What song do you want me to put down there? Because I will put
Rockstar Status.
okay. Because I was
Well,
gonna
what song
put
did you say?
touch your is it touch my body?
No,
That's what
no.
okay, when I was practicing just to hear myself, see how it sounded when I recorded myself. I was playing it. I shared my screen with myself so I could hear it, so I could play it. And I'm sitting there, and then when I replayed it, and I'm hearing the music again, hearing myself again, why am I dancing with myself? I was dancing
Listen,
with myself.
I
I'm
don't
doing the
know
exact
what
same
I
dance.
don't know what I was on when I wrote "Touch My Body." I just knew that it couldn't be that vulgar where it couldn't get played on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm okay with people writing songs about anything like sexual or anything, but I'm like, please make it tasteful. Don't
Mm-hmm.
make it to where you have to be descriptive of the body parts and stuff like that. You ain't gotta do all that.
You
Like,
don't. We know what the body parts are.
right.
You better Google it.
And so that's the one thing that I love that, like, I grew up with a conservative mom
Ooh.
that
Ooh.
listen, on stage is different. On stage is different.
Okay.
When we backstage, she over here doing this. I'm like, girl, put that out. And so I'm just saying, like, she was like even that was a little bit too much for her. She's like, oh my God, do you want to sell that? I was like, nah, that's all me. I'm finna handle that song. I said, in fact, that's gonna be the first song on my album. So
I like it. I want to be disturbed because you like one of my babies, but yeah, but you're also my friend, and I just like it. I was like, I like this song. But we're gonna put what song do you want? Which song do you want? Rockstar Status.
yeah, Rockstar
I'm gonna put that.
Status.
I'm gonna put that at the end, so y'all get a clip of that, and you can check out more about Sheridan on social media. Find Sheridan Monroe. And on my website, www.abiggirlsguide.com. And I'm going to put all the links to find Sheridan so you can find him everywhere. Thank you so
Yes,
much,
find me.
Sheridan.
No
I have fun.
problem.
We're going to talk again.
Yes, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna definitely do this again.
All right. Tell Cyrus he can have
Bye.
you now.
Right, he's over here like, let's go outside. Bye. If you ain't gonna do it,
Mm-hmm.
who gonna do it?